So this is my post analysis of the week, but it also ends up at the end of the month. So we are going over everything that I did this month as well as this week. I'm going to start doing weekly post analysis as well as trade for trade post analysis, just so I can better understand where my mind frame is at and what I'm doing so that I can get better. And we can see this is I'm using Edgewonk Trading Journal. It gives you a lot of good insight. It's I wouldn't say it's pricey, but it's worth it. I think 150 for a year, between 200 and 150 per year. So going ahead, I'm not sponsored by them. It's just something I'm exploring and trying to do. And so far I like it. It's really easy to use. There's a lot of things that can help you to better analyze your trades. So let's jump right into it. We can see that this is for the month of March, and I have been working on a course, the Urban Forex Mastering Price Action 2.0, and then I graduated into the Iconic Trading Program. So you're not going to see any trades earlier than this because I was just trying to learn as much as I could in that time. So from November of last year to January of this year. January is when I picked up the ITC program, and so I figured when I learned enough, when I was confident enough, I decided to open a demo account on MT4, and I'm trading dummy money, and just so we can kind of get the hang of things. I did try trading with real money before, and everybody who's been there knows the journey. You start off getting really lucky, then you stop getting lucky, and then you try to figure out why you're not getting lucky anymore, and then you want to go from luck to skill to ability to profit. And so I'm kind of in that zone right now. I'm in the trying to get profit zone, and as we can see here, on the path, but I'm not quite there yet. So this is the weekly report. This is for this week, the 27th through the 31st, because I'm not going to trade Saturday or Sunday. So today is my last day to trade. And I'm kind of glad that it is, because we can look at my current balance from I opened the demo account with $1,000 because that's how much I'm going to plan on starting it when I eventually do go in. And after that, you can see that I have $314 from 1,000. So yeah, not too good, not too great, not doing good. My overall win rate is 46% out of 67 trades. A little more than half are losers. So we can see that by clicking there. We can see all the ones that are losers. And it'll be interesting to go through this to see exactly where I failed and where I'm falling short. But so my first trade was on the 15th, and you can see I took one trade and I was out $1.79. So let's see there. And it looks like I got stopped out. Was this a stop loss? Price. Yeah, this was, I got stopped out, and I set my stop loss very tight on that one. So you live and learn. Next trade was Tuesday the 21st. I took 7 trades. We can look at that. The win rate, the wins and losses. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 wins and 1, 2, 3 losses. That was a really good day. And if we see here, yeah, so 7 trades, up $53. But right now you can see this is all euro versus the USD, and I'm kind of trying to get familiar with one chart first. Trying to get familiar with the strategy, with the skills and the techniques before I start going off into other charts. And we'll see what happens when I venture off too early, because I was doing good just sticking with the Euro USD. If there was an opportunity, I would try to go for it. If there wasn't, I was really good at staying out. I did 4 trades on Wednesday of last week, and 2 were winners and 2 were losers. You can see here that I was out 32, and you can see that these were, I think, consecutive trades. It's the entry price. Yeah, and I don't know. This is before I started doing post analysis, so I didn't really give much thought to these trades that I was making, and I should have. And the more trades you make, the harder it is to do post analysis. So I don't recommend trading, like, was it Tuesday, 7 trades, Wednesday, 4 trades, Thursday, terrible day, 10 trades, and then Friday, 2 trades. And as I'm looking at this breakdown, I can see that there is kind of a pattern being established. It's not real solid yet, but we will go over that in a minute. So post analysis really helps, because you can tell what you did wrong, and and you can see, and if it's still fresh in your mind. And so I'm challenging myself to, before I enter a trade, post a video pre-analysis of why I'm getting in, where I'm getting in at, and then when I close the trade, do a post-analysis video. So that'll kind of help me to be more picky, and to choose my trades wisely, and to not just jump in to trades just because I got a feeling, and which is what happened with here, 17 trades in a day. That's you get a feeling and you got to go for it. You feel like you got to go for it, and you're just in it and in it and in it. And this one right here, 11 trades, you just feel like going for it. You think you know where it's going, and you chase it. And there's an old saying, if you chase, you die. And you can see here, 6 trades, all of them except for one was a good trade, was a winning trade. And these numbers are not this was the day that pretty much almost blew my account. This trade right here, you can see out $1,300, almost $1,400, and all I won that day was $200. So that was not a good day. That was I can probably say that was a very manic day. Probably shouldn't have been trading that day at all. And you can see too, this not a good day to trade. And this is Wednesday, so I got this. I'm looking, the pattern that we're looking at, that we're seeing being established, is Tuesdays seem to be really, really good days for me. Mondays is yet to be determined. Wednesdays are starting to look like a no trade day. Not going to trade. I have yet at this point to have a good trading day, and that was Wednesday was one of my worst trading days. And I think doing these post-analysis videos, I can really look at why was Wednesday a bad day. And I think because Wednesday is our schedules Monday through Friday are generally the same, but Wednesday there's something added to Wednesday. We have band practice, and that kind of throws everything off. So that's probably why Wednesdays are not good, because it's not a consistently calm routine day. It's a different day. So that's what I'm getting from that. That's why I'm thinking I shouldn't trade Wednesdays, because it's just not a normal day. And then Thursdays, we have this one. You can see that I trade a lot on Thursdays, and trying to figure out why that is, I don't know. So the more we do these videos, the more I'll understand my psychology during those days, where my mind is at, how I feel centered, and hopefully this can even just help me to look at my days overall and kind of ground myself. And who knows, in the future, maybe every day could be a good trading day. But right now, Tuesdays seem like the best day to go. So for the week, I have a win rate of 47%, which isn't bad. But if we're looking at wins, and I think when you're first trading, it's really important to make winning plays rather than try to win a lot of money, which is why you do it on a demo account. Because the more you can win, the more it builds your confidence, the more the more good trades you take, because you can see the good trades that you take, you can see why you took those trades, and then you can repeat that process. But you can see here that there was 23 losers, so my win rate is still good, but now we have to make the numbers match the win rate. So when I lose, I gotta lose less money, and when I win, I gotta win more money. So that's where we gotta bring the balance up, because right now my win rate is up, but my profit is way down. So we just need to balance that out as well, and that'll come with time and with practice and with just knowing how far I can push myself and what I'm willing to risk and what triggers the manic trading episodes, like here, and here. So you see these 2 days are also, so Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can see those were the days that I traded the most as well. So there's something there that I need to work on. So that's really good to be able to see that. You can also see the graph of so I was doing good. I was I think at this point my gain was almost $1,200, and that also plays again when you start seeing yourself win a lot of money, when you start making those profitable trades. That also messes with your mentality and your confidence, and it feeds your ego, and your ego is the one that says, dude, you can do this, go for it, give it all you got, you're golden. And it takes you back to that novice trading state when you first started trading and you were just like, I'm gonna make $1 million in one trade. So you gotta steady that. You gotta make sure you keep that down and don't get too excited, and don't let your emotions take over, because that's what happens. This is confidence. This is ego boost right here. This is confidence, ego boost, and then the crash. So aside from that, you can see that all of my trades or most of my trades, I wouldn't say all of my trades are, let's see if we can look at the journal. Okay, so if we entry date up, so I was focusing on euro versus the US dollar for most of the week, and then on the 28th, so the 28th, which was this Tuesday, I decided to start trading the NAS 100. And I think that's what actually kicked off these 3 days. This day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday was what kicked off just the terrible losing streak that I had, because I was not ready for the NAS 100. The NAS 100 moves really fast. It's super volatile. You're up, you're down. I went in big. I think I was in with, we can see, so NAS 100, I went in with standard lot, and the numbers get big real fast and the numbers shrink and get big on the other end real fast. So not mentally prepared for that. It was definitely a roller coaster ride, and I think that's where I made most of my profit. So if we can see the 100, yeah, I made $326, 251, then I lost 104, and then lost 130, 220, 210, and you can see how that starts to play with you. You start profiting these big numbers, and then you're also losing big numbers, and it can spiral out of control real fast. Whereas you can see my setups for Euro USD, I was doing real good. 80, 100, 60, 80, and then 2 losses here for a 50 and 30 for like about $80. So I was doing good. If I would have just ended the day there, I would have been in profit. But I was exploring. I was stepping out of the comfort zone. I was taking the bumpers off of the bowling alley, and that kind of threw me for a loop. So I'm probably going to go back to just trading Euro USD for the next week, and then we'll see how I do the week. Because the problem is that I'm still learning the concepts. I'm still trying to better understand what I was being taught in the Mastering Price Action 2.0. Trying to understand the buyers and the sellers. When is it okay to buy and when is it okay to sell? Where do I set my stop losses at? When do you enter? I think entry is probably one of the most critical things to learn, and it's just mostly watching the chart and watching the price action, which is why I got into price action and why I bought the Mastering Price Action from Urban Forex, was because I wanted to learn price action, and I thought this was a good investment, and so far I think it's paying off. I think it's good. I'll put a link below if anybody else is interested. Otherwise, I say just find your own teacher and find a mentor. Find something that works for you. I've gone through so many communities trying to find the person that speaks to me, that teaches in a way that I like, that I can resonate with. And so that's how I came to Urban Forex. I was with, when I first started trading, I was with, I can't even remember the name, Trend Trading Academy. And then I went to the trading floor with the Moving Average. And then I was with the Trading Geek, and they were all good. They were all informative, but I can look back and I can see the process I took in order to get to this point now. It was, when you start, it was a lot of indicators. It was a lot of trying to figure out a strategy. It was just a lot of magical thinking, because I remember when I was trading with indicators, I could look back and see the trades that I miss, and then I would be like, okay, the EMA crossover happened back here. Why wasn't I there? Why didn't I see that? How come I didn't know? And the indicators are lagging. That's why you didn't see it. That's why you didn't know, because you're trusting the indicator, and the indicator is not going to give you the foresight. It's just going to tell you, when I do this, you do this, and it's got steps, and then it's got rules. So when this happens, the candle's got to be like this, and it can't go over this candle, and it can't go over that candle. And there's a lot of rules, and everything isn't always as perfect as that. Everything doesn't always come together like that. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm done with indicators. I want to know why the market moves the way it does. And that led me to price action. And so these 3 weeks is where I'm at right now with understanding price action. So I think I'm doing good. I didn't completely blow my account, but I should have, actually, because that one trade right there. $1,300. That should have cleaned me out. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible trade. I think I fell asleep on that one. And there was no stop loss. So there was a lot of rookie mistakes made. And you think you know, and you think because you know that you don't have to put any safety nets in, and that's what messes you up. But that's why I'm doing this, so that I can see that and I can tell myself and I can warn you that you don't want to do those things. And I think if you could be more consistent with your trading, then you'll make less mistakes. So one of the things I'm going to do moving forward is, if I'm not able to do a pre-analysis on a trade I want to enter, then I'm not going to trade it, because then it shows that I haven't given it any foresight, that I haven't thought about it, that I haven't been watching the market, that I haven't been waiting for the setup. And if I haven't done any of that, then I'm just FOMOing in. And you don't want to FOMO in, because you might as well just drop your quarter in a slot and hope for the best. And that's not how trading works. That's not what you do if you're a trader. Trading takes research, trading takes time, and trading takes the ability to put all those things together and come out profitable. I'm not saying you're always going to be profitable, but you should be more profitable than you're not. And so that's one of the things I'm going to do, is pre-analysis and post-analysis. And if I can't do any of those things, then I shouldn't be in the trade, because I'm not ready for it. And especially if you look at days like this where I made 10 trades, I'm supposed to post-analyze 10 trades, and the times were 310, 517, what's this, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Look at all those trades I made at 7 o'clock. Like, tell me that's not FOMO right there. And so if I had my rules and the discipline in place, I wouldn't have made any of those trades, because I was at work at that time, and I wouldn't have lost as much. So that's the other thing. I'm trying to minimize my loss rate, and that's one of the things that I can do to minimize my loss rate, by not jumping in trade after trade after trade after trade. And you can see too that the less I trade, the less I lose and the more I gain. Except for this was a fluke, because that's when I started trading what's called. But you see here, 7 trades, $53. 2 trades, $637. So let's see what happened there. So I was on Euro USD. I went in with 1 trade and with standard lot, and I got stopped out on that one, and I was out $221. But I waited for the next setup, and this one was good. I went in for a sell, which means that I probably really researched. After this first time, I probably was like, whoa, okay, something's not right here. I need to figure out what I'm doing, because I got stopped out on a buy. And then the next trade I did was, this one was the 24th at 6:39, and then closed at 2 o'clock. But these times aren't accurate, though. I gotta remember the trade. It's 6:39. Would have been minus, I think it was like 4 in the morning. So this was during the London session. And the thing about EdgeWonk is you can add in all these things. If I click on here, so you can add this, and I could go, okay, default trade setup. I can add what setup it was. I can type in personal notes, and then advanced trade data. Okay, so trade comments, entry, exit. Oh, okay, so I that's right. I got to do all that. I haven't done all that, but you can enter a place where you can be like, okay, I was trading with the trend. I was trading the London session. My confidence level was high. Edgewonk gives you places to put all those notes to have like a drop down menu, and I got to go in and add those things though. But I mean, you can see that I thought about this thoroughly, and because of that, I went in my standard lot size, my entry price, then the stop loss, and of course it went into my favor. Profit 859 right there, -7. So that trade right there that got me a lot, really gave it a lot of thought. I was watching, like really watching that trade. And that was a 2-trade day. You know, I only took 2 trades that day. If I already had my things in my my rules in place, I could have done the pre-analysis and explained, okay, this is the trade I made earlier that day and it didn't work out, so I was waiting. And then here I could have been like, okay, I'm going in for this trade because what I learned from earlier and what I see from now. And then I could have done the post analysis, which is kind of what I'm doing now on it. And look at that profit right there, as opposed to this one too, where 17 trades for $600 profit. Let's see what happened. You know, it's a lot of look at that. So it's more than half profits, and it almost barely evens out. But this was with the US 100 right there. So yeah, that's where I really messed up, was going out, running before I could walk, because Forex, crypto, indices, futures, everything is different. Everything works at a different pace. And while the market might be the same, the mood is different. So like I said, NAS 100 moves really fast, and I was not ready for how fast it moves. Whereas the Forex, they tend to kind of just move at a slower pace. I'm not going to say it's slow, but it's a slower pace. So I need to stick with Forex for now. I need to stick with Euro USD and continue to grow, continue to learn, continue to get better. And then once I'm confident and comfortable with my skills, then I can start exploring other areas. And that's I guess that's about it. So we're looking at this week: 23 losers, 20 winners, 47% win rate. So it's not bad, it's just not good. I think winning is a lot better than earning money at first, because like I said, it gives you that confidence. But we're going to try to get that profit rate up. And if we go to the overall, my win rate is 46%. And you can see 36 losers, 31 winners. And that number, that losers, the funny thing is it can easily come down if I just trade less. So I think ideally maybe 2 trades a day would be good. 2 trades, because I did 2 trades here, I only lost $160. 1 trade here was only out $2. Even 4 trades maybe. But I think I'm going to limit myself to 2 trades a day. And because nobody needs to trade 7 times a day. I don't need to trade 11, 17 times. Good grief, what was I thinking? So there's a lot of room to grow. Any misstep that I take after this point is just sheer recklessness and carelessness, and that is what I'm trying to avoid as a trader as I become professional. So that's about it. I think we covered it all for now. You're going to see more of these videos. I'm going to post more Monday through Friday. I'm even thinking about taking Mondays off and just preparing myself for the rest of the week. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was informative and insightful, and I'll see you on the charts.